Freddy Fazbear is underused on his own franchise. First off, what's up everyone, it's TGSF, and today it's time to finally unleash the rant I had in mind for years and still have it up to this day. Some of you guys may wonder what do I even mean by this. Freddy is the main mascot in FNAF and one of the most iconic icon not only in the franchise but in video game, heck, fiction in general itself, and while this is all true, by underused, I mean as a character, because as a character, what can we get from him? What else do we know from Freddy that isn't just being the game mascot? So we will cover every FNAF game and try to see what lore on his character we can get, and by the way when I say Freddy I'm mainly talking about Gabriel variant. Starting from the first game, here isn't that much on term of lore in general in FNAF but the way Freddy act is a good and unique mechanic that allow him to stand out a bit from the others. FNAF 1 Freddy is overall pretty good for the game he's in so without waiting too much. FNAF 2 is the debut of Freddy's downfall, but also where here was a bit of hope for more of a character. First off, he doesn't stand out in term of gameplay. Foxy is actually more interesting than him, and even if in term of lore it makes sense because here are multiple suit and all, don't you guys think Scott could have done something about how Freddy can literally be fooled by a fake Freddy? Again I know it makes sense in term of lore but it could have been a fun moment to introduce some new mechanic like for example, the mask don't work on him and you would have to flash him on cam to keep him away or something like that. That just my suggestions. Now in term of lore it seemed to be where Freddy peaked here, and while it not that much we seem to get some glimpse of how was Gabriel. First we see the cutscene at the beginning of each night which what I interpreted to be Gabriel awakening as Freddy for the first time. The next hint on his lore is save them. In this minigame we see William's second victim spree, and he is seen trying to save the kid with Puppet. This highlight Freddy has a good side and he wanted to save the kid from dying, and it showed he was quite close to Puppet. I think that pretty much it for everything interesting concerning Freddy in FNAF 2. And that sucked because what follow next is only his downfall. In FNAF 3 he only exists to get wrecked by William and later corner him until he gets spring-blocked. And his phantom is also the easiest so he doesn't stand out again. FNAF 4 again, easiest to deal with and doesn't stand out. Fredbear is the better Freddy in the game. By the way I will come back to Golden Freddy and Fredbear in a minute. And I will be fair FNAF 3 and 4 sidelining Freddy are fair. 3 main focus was Purple Guy and Springtrap while FNAF 4 was Crying Child story. Freddy wasn't even possessed here. Now sister location those sideline Freddy without even trying to hide it. However Funtime Freddy is pretty cool, if he is indeed mainly Gabriel that make Freddy a much better character in term of personality so yeah, and FNAF 6 is pretty much the same, UCN, Fredbear again is the better Freddy. My boy Freddy didn't even get any voice line except the anime so. Pretty peak I guess. Fun fact by the way speaking of his voice line they were actually supposed to be the line that got given to Fredbear. Yeah he got robbed by Fredbear again. Also the Toy Chica cutscene may be talking about how he died. In Help Wanted Gabriel is freaking dead and the whole game is just FNAF in VR but here is the Pizza Party minigame that is implied to be a recreation of his death so that give a bit more backstory if true. In AR he's actually given his own voice and personality so that kinda cool, and in Security Breach. Glamrock Freddy is the deuteragonist and a great interesting character. In term of character personality lore and all he's clearly the best, but he isn't Gabriel and related to Classic Freddy. My point kinda is that Gabriel and Classic Freddy themselves need to be developed, and they are not. Legit one of the thing that got me into making this video is that when you think about it, Chica is legit a better character than Freddy. First she got her backstory in FFPS on how William lured her and her dog. In UCN we learned she was William's first victim in the MCI. In the novel trilogy she's the spirit thanks interact with the Carlton. In Fazbear Fright she get one of the best story in the whole Fazbear Fright series on how her family dealt with her death and all. We get her relationship while Freddy's only story is You're the Band, where Gabriel possess a random kid and we get some hint on how he act, and that story isn't even canon in the rejected book so. Yeah, Chica is still the superior one, and I said I'd go back to Golden Freddy. And what I actually wanted to say is in term of Freddy's importance I actually hate Golden Freddy, that because this man Golden Freddy is 4000 character at the same time, he is the vengeful spirit, the bite victim, Michael Brooke, Kelsey, possibly Andrew, unnamed Ghost Kid 5 from the movie, the one who did the bite of 1983, the first animatronics. See this man is like all these character, and you are telling me none of these role could have been given to Freddy. Golden Freddy's shoulder doesn't hurt with all of these role I guess. By the way I forgot to say what he does in the movie. He is again outshined by the Golden Duo. I had hoped he could have been the scariest, most aggressive one and the one with the most kill but Cupcake fucking got it too with Foxy too, but at least Freddy did get the best kill so that AW. So how would I change Freddy/Gabriel? In term of lore, in minimum I'd just give him an actual backstory similar to Chica with book and stuff. In the maximum, honestly that could be another video itself. I think to make him stand up gameplay wise I'd make him the most aggressive in most game. That about it. Let me know if you would want to see me write a fanfic on how I'd make Gabriel, I guess, and if Scott see this video please make a book on Gabriel please.
Smoking, no cooking, the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Cooking up dope in the crock pot. We came from nothing to something, nigga. I don't trust nobody, grip the trigger. Call up the gang and they come and get gang. Cry me a river, give you a tissue. Bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless. We got 30 to 100 rounds too. My bitch is bad and bullshit, bad. Cooking up dope with a Uzi. My niggas are savage, ruthless.